James Kalm, the guy on the bike, welcoming our worldwide viewership back for another half-assed production. And we're here at the very end of West 27th Street. We're going to run into the bridge show. We're speaking with Ethan. Tell us, how's the show?
It's going very well.
You have work in the show?
I do, and I brought the multiples.
Brought the multiples. You have a website?
Yes. You could go to fuse-works.com.
Fuse-works.com.
Yeah, check it out. There's a lot of good new stuff on there.
Thanks, Ethan.
Thank you, James.
So we've got a large sculpture here right at the entrance by Tong Xing Lu. Well, this fair is in the very unique tunnel building. This was a old train stop where they were able to bring in trains and load them back around the turn of the last century. And I'm going to take a cursory look here. I don't have time to get in and view every gallery. Well, we were talking about high kitsch the other day. Acrylic and rhinestones on wood panel.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's always
Kind of
200 to 300%.
signals the return of high kitsch. And here's a good example of it. This is at the Torcilla Art Gallery, presented by Red Lips. We've got Extremely Hungry presents Extremely History. Wow. Got a miniature diorama. Video.
It means like she has the figure and then she moves it a little bit and films it again.
Well, I think one of the great things about a kind of a young and rugged fair like this is that you can really go out and dig around at the grassroots, out at the margins, maybe catch something before the mainstream latches onto it. A couple of little video monitor pieces by Tim Tate here at Projects Gallery, Philadelphia. Oh, some very nice textural pieces. These are by Florence Putterman. What's Florence's story?
She's an extremely accomplished artist.
She's an octogenarian.
She is an octogenarian.
Okay. Good for her. Well, that's quite an accomplishment in itself.
Absolutely. And she still works in her studio every day. These paintings have sand and crushed seashells embedded and then painted on top. And oftentimes the direction of the sand tells her where to paint. So most of her work is...
The sand tells her where to paint.
Tells her where to move.
Oh boy.
So most of her work is figurative. Narrative. She started art in her 40s after her children were raised.
Okay.
So she was a late bloomer who really took off once she started working.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's your gallery's name?
Projects Gallery out of Philadelphia.
Projects Gallery out of Philly. Thank you. This is G77 Gallery from St. Petersburg, Russia. And these pieces are by Fedor Alexiev. Oil on canvas. Got an interesting video installation here. projecting through a pan of water. This is an installation of acrylic and silk screens by Paul Kolker here at Studio 601, New York. Well, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name's Emma. I'm the sales director at Opus.
And tell us about your gallery and sort of your direction that you're showing the work in.
Okay, well we've got some secondary market work by artists such as Helmut Newton and Damien Hirst. And mainly we have a collection of emerging and mid-career artists.
But a lot of this seems to have a pretty, what I would call a pop sensibility. Am I wrong?
Most of it does. Most of it's quite vibrant and quite immediate. Most of the artists are British and young, in their 20s and 30s. If you take Dave White here in the corner, his subjects are pure pop. He paints 1950s pin-ups, comic book heroes and weapons in a pop art style, but the painting's very textured and expressive.
Okay.
You should have a closer look.
Tell me where the gallery's located at again?
We're in Newcastle upon Tyne in the UK.
Okay. Thank you.
That's okay.
Well, this seems a little more subdued than last year's version of Bridge. Maybe that's because the market has slowed down the more adventurous collectors that would be coming out to a fair like this. Here's the Broad Thinking booth. Peggy Cipher, tell us about Broad Thinking.
Oh, well,
Fast.
It's a curatorial project. We're just out to have some fun and show some cool things.
By women?
No, by anyone that's
By
cool.
anyone?
Yes.
Anyone that's cool?
Yes,
How
totally.
come I'm not in here?
That's right.
Oh, come on.
Next time,
come
next
on,
time.
Peggy. There's always a next time. The eagle painting. Is this oil?
It's acrylic.
Acrylic on canvas
Yep, that's my new series.
by Peggy Cipher.
And this is Diane Bowen, Miss Pin Lady. She has a compulsive personality, but she's very adorable.
Oh boy. Thanks. Oh, there we go, folks. Artist for rent. Der Pluto. How much does it cost to rent the artist?
It says so right here on the sign.
Says so right here. $450 an hour.
Yes.
What do you do for that? Anything?
You're in the company of the artist.
I'm very creative.
I'm sure you are. Thank you. Oh, here's Like the Spies. Now we're speaking with Marissa Sage. Okay, now you were telling me about your figurative artist here,
Yes, Jenny Morgan,
Jenny Morgan.
and she was our show last month, and she is working with many models who she knows. So the models are people that she generally either knows as friends or as co-workers. They're people that are in her life. They're very evocative and emotional, but the painting quality is really tremendous. And
How are
then-
you enjoying the fair?
I'm enjoying it. I like talking. I like speaking
You
to
like
people.
talking.
I'm a big talker.
You're a people person.
I'm a people person and I love my artists, so I talk a lot, and this is the
Okay.
perfect place to do that. Art fairs.
Thanks, Marissa.
Thank you, Lauren. Oh, James.
Now we're talking to Daniel Aycock here at Front Room Gallery. And is this your series of multiples here?
Yes, that's Fuse Works.
Fuse Works.
Actually curated by Ethan Princeton.
What kind of a price range are we talking about here, gentlemen?
Gigantic price range. Anything from $10 to $2,000, really. And the catalog is free.
Catalog is free?
Right, see?
I'll take 1,000 of those. Thank you. So this is James Kalm reporting on the Bridge Art Fair. Thanks, Kate.